That's a steal.
For real.
I feel like they have a picture of it. When
And
it's
then
mounted.
even so,
Not in
like
the
this is what I would do, and I wouldn't need to buy the straps because I have straps already. But for mine, and I'll just keep the strap price in there just in case you actually like that idea, because you actually have to like have your radio and stuff too. So it kind of looks something like this, but without the bottle pouch because that's slightly strange. So it'd be the Coyote Brown thing too, and then like I said, I'd have my radio in the one side and then an ad mag on the other side. And then on one side would be a JSTA pouch because it'll give you like GP like compatibility with stuff, so you can dump a bunch of shit in it. So it has a bunch of like GP purpose. But the cool thing about this pouch specifically, and this is actually what I have on my SPC right now, is you can actually add like their mag inserts to the top of it too, so you can still have an ad mag, which is cool.
shit.
So like I would do that in multicam, and then I would just
I
get
love how
their
that pouch is
small.
more than the fucking Mark V.
Yeah, no, it's which blows my mind. I can't believe they're selling that for $45. I thought it was at least gonna be like 80, because the Mark IV I
Oh
think is
yeah.
like 70, 75 right now or something like that. Even a small ass GP, it's cheaper than a small ass GP, which is incredible. Because I believe their Mark IV is 78, 77, 75.95. Yeah, so it's $30 cheaper, which is insane, and technically gives you more compatibility minus all the other like flaps
I
and
wonder if
stuff.
they just costed more for the extra flap and like the extra insert.
Maybe. I mean, laminate's cheaper than nylon, so that could be the thing
Yeah.
too. And plus, two, Spirit has been on this whole kick that like they want to like sell stuff cheaper, get it to more people, all that fucking America hoorah shit. But nonetheless, though, so like even if you did that, like the full setup that I'd be running, you're at 318.51, which still, to be honest with you, for a full setup is not bad.
Not at all.
Yeah. But what I'm gonna do next, though, is at least save until coming back from GTI, and then next what I'm gonna do is definitely get into some AOR 1. And of course I wouldn't necessarily need to buy more kit, only because we're basically gonna be running like multicam for everything, which is the point of running multicam for everything, because it goes with everything. So just get a top and bottom AOR 1, and then I'll actually build my recce kit, because that's going to take the most time, because of course I'd have to build a second rifle this year. But that was my goal anyway, is to get 2 out of this year, so I already got 1 down. Definitely still in between like a 14.5, 416, or a 14.5 URGI. And I guess it's mostly going to depend on what's in stock at the time that I decide to start building it, or like what I can get the soonest and that sort of thing.
Yeah. That's the thing. I want to build too many guns. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
I
And that's
still
the
want to
thing,
get
I
an
don't
RMR
want,
on my Glock.
I don't technically want like more than like one type of gun. So like that's why I ended up giving one of my buddies my original Mark 18, who then, well, then Jordan took it from because he doesn't use it, but nonetheless. And then I got another one because I didn't have one. And then I have this Gen 4. And then I'm definitely going to end up building like a 10.5 416.
Oh
Like
yeah.
just like a straight up Dev Group 416. So I don't want to build a 14.5 416 too, because that's technically the same rifle. So that's why I'm probably still going to try and steer toward the URGI. And plus 2, at least right now, I'm in this big M-Lock kick. Now that I have this Noveske. M-Lock is so unreal. Like, I've never necessarily had that system before. I've had pick, of course, and then I had a just like a generic ass like Crytek way back in the day when we first started playing, and that was actually key mod. and then I changed the rail. I actually put a Centurion Arms rail on that, and that had their own proprietary system, which was slightly different because Keymod was kind of dog shit.
Yeah, I'm not a Keymod fan.
But Keymod literally only lasted for like 24 months, if that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's new, and then the military was like, yeah, we're doing M-Lock, so then everyone was like, oh, I guess M-Lock's a move.
Yeah, like, I remember the Army was, like, the first to actually, like, introduce Keymod, and then, like, SOCOM was like, yeah, Keymod's the way, and then, like, 18 months later, it was like, no, M-Lock is brand new, like,
You guys
introducing
are like,
M-Lock,
Magpulse
blah,
is
blah,
way
blah, blah, blah.
better.
Yeah.
It's so light, too. On my AR-15, I got a M-Lock upper for it, and the whole thing with the 16-inch barrel's like a pound and a half.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking light as shit. I have to bring my other AR-15 back from Arizona when I go back.
What did
I
you,
left it at my brother's house.
what did you plan to use to, ship your shit out?
I heard UPS is the way.
Yeah.
I heard USPS is gonna like a pain in the ass with it, and UPS doesn't really give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, I would concur.
I was
Just
reading up
depends,
on
though.
USPS. They're like, oh, if it looks like this type of one, then it falls under firearm shipping, and then you gotta do this, and it's gotta be accompanied with this, and blah blah. And then someone on the forum was like, yeah, dude, I just use UPS, and I just tell them it's an airsoft gun, and they don't ask any more questions.
Every time I go to ship something that's airsoft related at UPS, I literally walk in, and the guy knows me by name now because I get and ships shit like it's fucking no tomorrow when it comes to airsoft gear. And he goes, what are we shipping today? I gotta ask you just for fucking security like problems. And I said, airsoft stuff. And he goes, clothing or guns? I say guns. He goes, okay, cool. Puts it down on the fucking label, takes a box, off it goes. Never had a problem with it.
Yep, that's what I've heard.
Even when I didn't know the guy by name, like, and I would walk up, or like if there's somebody new there that I've never seen before, I go, hi, sir, how are you doing today? What are we shipping? I say, airsoft equipment. Okay, cool. They don't even ask what it is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in their mind, they're probably smart enough to realize I wouldn't just stroll up to a fucking UPS with any sort of
With a
real
fucking
firearm.
AR. Yeah, I'm just shipping a 416 to my cousin, you know.
I don't think they would assume that.
You'd be surprised how many idiots probably do shit like that.
I mean, it is. I'm sure it has happened.
People do
but
ship drugs through the mail.
I was just curious.
But no, sir. I know I have to go through my FFL.
I would just for purposes' sake, I would ship like latest like Friday the 18th.
Yeah, I was gonna ship in the next like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, I was saying just so it has like literally a full 2 weeks to get to me.
Exactly.
And not saying California to Maryland's a fucking 15-day long drive, but
no, yeah, I'd rather have time to get there for an op than be like, well,
that's the other thing too, is I've seen shit like sit in a warehouse for 3 or 4 days for whatever reason.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I'd rather like literally Friday morning we're gonna get on the road and time it to go get you at, what was it, 1 something?
It's like 12:30 or 1, I believe. I'll have to pull it up again.
Yeah, I'm about to look myself. $137. Yeah. It's like we'll time it under 137. Literally all gear known to man is stacked in the back of that fucking Jeep. And we're driving. Yeah, we're driving right on time. Probably get to the airport like 1:15, 1:20. Wait for you for 15-20 minutes. So all you you're gonna do, all you're gonna do, hopefully, is just carry on. So it's gonna be with you. Just wait for
Probably
baggage.
wanted to have carry on. Just fucking throw my extra clothes in a bag in the tent and then fly out with what I wore out, honestly.
Yeah, but
Local.
what I'm saying nonetheless is just like all the shit that you have is gonna be on your person already anyway.
Exactly.
Meaning that you're literally just gonna get off the plane and, you know,
Right into my valet.
straight into the whip, and then literally it's gonna be such a breeze from the airport to GTI. I think is only another 2.5 hours or so, roughly.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And then we'll probably get there. The goal is to get there no later than like 5. And the only reason is because I'd like to get everything done Friday, so that when we wake up Saturday morning, we don't even have to worry about anything. We can just chill, eat something, shoot some shit, get geared up.
So
do any
just
last
to
second
be
prep.
clear, right? So at least I'm familiar with the plan. Pick him up, head there. Cool with that. I understand that. When we get to GTI, right? I'm assuming there's going to have to be some sort of "hey, we're here" kind of thing, so that way that they don't just have a bunch of random fucking people show up and they don't know if they're there for airsoft or not.
Well, so no, not even. Like at events like these, if you're there, there's no like announcing XYZ. Like they know that you're there for the weekend for Milsim. Expect that you are like 100% safe, understand the guidelines, are
They don't want to
safe with
babysit
your
you.
rifle, all that stuff. So that's expected straight up from the actual like government training institute facility. Then of course Third Coast Airsoft. Like that stuff's already known.
Okay.
So literally what we do is once we drive into the facility, and I'll probably from that point I'll drive just because I know where I'm going and just so you guys can get the full experience and stuff. We literally pull into a gate. We drive on this road on the right side. We literally like see like the big ass GTI skull like the whole way. Pull into the parking lot. Get out. Get to registration. Register. Give it like the name. They'll scan the ticket specifically. I have both copies of both of your. I have the copy of both of your tickets. Just because, like I said, I want to make sure I have all that shit. Of course, I have mine as well. Just in case for whatever reason you guys lost that or whatever. But nonetheless, they scan that. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go, take our iPro, put our iPro on, take our rifles, load a mag, put a battery in,
Chrono.
go chrono. They're gonna stamp it with a red little like zip tie tag with like a little nameplate. They'll probably write something on the nameplate. Then we'll come back. We'll take the battery out. Blah 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 blah. We'll set up like camp. There's just like a gigantic ass field next to like one of the main like meeting halls. Put our shit down, camp, move our gear from the car over. Blah 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 blah. Then we're there for the duration of the night. We're not doing shit Friday night, which is great. Because then we can kind of like explain some stuff, talk about some shit, just chill, all that stuff, eat. And then Saturday morning we'll probably wake up, probably crack of dawn because of course we're sleeping outside, so it's already going to be light. But nonetheless, I believe, and let me pull it back up. I believe Saturday morning it's usually an 8 or 9 o'clock muster.
So for the camping stuff, we're gonna get there in enough time to be able to set up the tent, get everything figured out.
Well, yeah, and I mean, in another month's time, the sun shouldn't go down until like 7:30.
Right.
So
I mean,
we'll have enough
bring
time.
fucking headlamps. It's not that
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
I've put
Well, I
up
mean,
a tent
we'll
in
have
pitch
enough.
black before. It's
We'll
not
have enough
complicated.
flashlights. I mean, I'll have 2 weapon lights, a helmet light, a handheld flashlight, our phones. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm not too worried
So
about it.
nonetheless, so gates open Friday at 12. 6 o'clock p.m. Chrono closes. We need to get there before 6. So that's the real key. Need to make sure we get there before 6 o'clock. We're not doing shit Friday night, so all that stuff does not make a difference to us. Saturday, Chrono and check-in opens at 0700. If we didn't get a safety brief the night before, the safety briefs would be from 7:15 to 8:45. Helicopter safety brief, which we're not doing. Chrono closes at 10 o'clock a.m. the next morning. We can chrono the next morning if we want to. Kind of be a hassle, to be honest with you, so I'd like to get out of the way. And then actually, we don't start phase 1 till 11 a.m.
Oh shit.
Which is actually great.
Yeah,
Because that means we can wake
time.
up. We can wake up at like 7. Because there's gonna be a lot of people there, probably before, maybe 6:30, 7, something like that. Yeah, and then we don't start. So basically, what we would do really is we're gonna be in kit, probably ready to go from like 10 o'clock onward, Saturday morning. And that's the other thing too. At a Milsim event, do not take off your gear. Only thing you can take off is like your helmet. Because like, you'll be like in the middle of a conversation, not have any of your gear on, lose track of time, and then shit, you gotta put your gear on in 35 seconds and then go walk another fucking 2 miles out to the fucking middle of a forest for phase 2. So that's the other thing too, is just police your own gear and make sure that you can wear it for at least like a 4 or 5 hour duration at one time without it being uncomfortable or hot spots or whatever. But nonetheless, so we'll be in kit Saturday morning from about 9:30 or 10 a.m. Of course, to 11 when we start. And then it's basically like balls to the wall, like 100% effort from like 11 to about 1:30. And then there'll be a break from like 1:30 to 2:45. And then phase 2's from 2:45 to 5:30. And then there's a break from 5:30 to 7:45. And then from 7:45 to pretty much midnight is when phase 3 ends. And then Sunday morning we start at 9 a.m. and then end at 12. And then there'll be like a raffle and shit after that. And then we'll probably leave about 1-ish or so, 1:30 Sunday afternoon. And then we'll probably, just for our sake, Jordan, we'll probably get back home probably about, at the latest, like 11:30 Sunday night.
Cool.
If not, like 12:30 Monday morning, which still isn't too bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I just need to know if I have to take off for work on Monday, which I might honestly do.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, if you want to, you can, but we'll certainly be able to work Monday because we'll be home.
Well, it's not a matter of being there on time. It's will I really want to do that after fucking balls to the wall for 2 days straight?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. To be honest, I'm thinking the same thing. So if you end up doing that...
Yeah, I took the Monday off just because I was flying.
Well, you definitely
I
need to.
don't want to jet lag that bullshit.
No, you definitely need to take Monday off, Chief. You'd be a champ if you showed up on time on Monday, ready to go.
All right, just let's go, boys. I'm still in the game. I'm still in the fight.
That is not, no. You're gonna come home with fucking PTSD, and I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Just got 2 of the big twist-off lid monsters taped to each hand. I can do it. Just tell me what I gotta do. Top me off, sport.
Hey, listen, Jordan, if you end up taking off that Monday, let me know, and then we can just fuck around and do something. Just do like a recap.
I'm gonna do it. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna take off. Me personally, I'm not gonna be able to lift fucking 400-pound doors Monday after kicking shit in for 2 days straight. It's not happening.
Cool with me. We can do something Monday afternoon then. Let me just recap the event.
I mean, we're probably going to need all of Monday to go over the fucking content.
All the pictures and shit,
yeah, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. what I'm gonna do going down there, not that I need to because I have a ridiculous amount of storage on my phone, but I'm just gonna go through and like delete shit that's either old or just like meaningless at this point. Like all of the pictures that are duplicates before I like blackface them and stuff,
Right.
and then like all the other like bullshit, and then just go down there with as much space as possible. Like I want at minimum like close to like 30 to like 40 different like completely different pictures. So probably close to like 75 because always there's like duplicates of stuff of like each of us.
We're gonna have enough
Just 'cause I
content to
wanna-
last us a year and a half.
Well, that's the other thing too is I want to start making my page more of a team page than more of a me page.
Right.
So that's the other thing too is I don't have anything of Kyle, and then usually the only stuff that you and I have is stuff that Jesse takes because of course if we're both in it we need a third person.
Right. I'll talk with my mom too and see if I can take her really nice camera down because I mean she literally hasn't touched it in a year and a half.
Well, and that's the other thing too is even if you wanted to, we cannot take that onto the field.
No. I wouldn't bring it on. No.
Yeah, but I'm just saying nonetheless, there's no way in hell any of us are gonna have one space for it, but two the wherewithal to actually keep track of it. Yeah, there's just no way.
Jesse already said we could take his GoPro, so we'll be able to get something hopefully with that.
Yeah, we can like either you can run it or somebody can run it, doesn't matter. Just run it during the day. Or run it whenever, because obviously there's no nods. But yeah, definitely wanna. Well, that's the other thing too is I've been thinking doing some sort of Have you guys seen the GBRS stuff?
Yeah.
How it's just kind of like round table talk kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I want to start doing with us specifically. So just like going over like different types of like equipment setups, like helmet setups, rifle setups, like why we set up things the way we do, and not like why do I have a laser? Why do I have a light? Because people watching our videos should know that already.
Yeah, it's like
more
why
so
we're
like,
using shit.
Why do I have it
Probably.
here versus here? Why do I
Yeah.
have my light, like, on an M-block mount where I can articulate it versus, like, on a specific, like, rail segment? Or, like, why did I choose an NGOL over a blah, blah, blah? Or why do I like EOTech versus whatever? And, like, same thing with, like our plate carriers. Like, why are we choosing JPCs as our team carrier? Why do we think it's, like, one of the most modular carriers out there? Why is it super light? Why is it blah, 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 blah. And also, too, just to fucking, like, record our conversations and shit. Because, like, one of us can be, like, a cameraman or something. And then, like, the other two of us or somebody else or three of us or whatever is just, like, having a conversation about whatever. And, like, actually, like, having a dialogue back and forth between the three of us.
Fuck a
Where it's
cameraman. My mom has a fat ass tripod that's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying too, is just like set it up. Because like one of the coolest videos that I've seen in a while is from